In recent news, YouTube username Brisk reports your hair is kinda trash.
Welcome to Alley Ridge, your tech news, Monday through Friday. Make sure you subscribe and click the bell icon to stay up to date with all your tech news and more.
Well, hello everyone and happy Wednesday. I'm back because no one else wanted to do the news show, but that's all right. Let's dive into the news. So first off, Apple and Simply Mac have come to agreement, and Apple is going to be providing the necessary tools and equipment for Simply Mac to do iPhone screen repairs. Prior, Simply Mac would do screen repairs at approximately the same price as what Apple would charge, but they didn't have all the necessary tools and parts, so some of the repairs were semi-questionable and maybe not as reliant as if you brought your iPhone, your shattered iPhone screen, into an actual Apple store. So the fact that Apple and Simply Mac are actually coming together is just showing you that Apple is potentially trying to work with third-party vendors to make a repair process to be a lot more simple, a lot easier, and to hopefully guarantee you proper components for your iPhones and potentially other devices. Anyway, moving right along, let's talk about GPUs because Nvidia has been doing a lot. Nvidia has announced a couple new graphics cards, including the 2080 and 2080 Ti. Both these cards are gonna be awesome, but it looks like we're gonna be seeing up to 50% more performance out of these cards compared to their former or prior generation. However, if you are not very tech savvy, I'm not gonna get into the nitty-gritty specifics of these cards, but if you're just looking for a card for really awesome games, well, just keep in mind that these new cards, especially the 2080 Ti, is ideally gonna be hitting 4K at 60 frames per second across all games. Some games might even do more than 60 frames per second, but even your most demanding games should ideally hit the 4K 60 frames per second, and that's just talking about gaming. Obviously, these cards have a lot more other potential. However, if you don't really care necessarily about these new cards, but just need a new GPU for your gaming rig at the moment, you might want to look at the 1080 Ti because today they're at the lowest price ever of only $599, which is an awesome price, and I would recommend you pick a couple of these cards up before the price raises yet again. Anyway, moving right along, let's talk about Verizon because they're in a little bit of fire, quite literally, especially if they're located in California. Recently, California has been dealing with a lot of wildfires, and if you live in California, best wishes to you to get to a safe ground because fire is no fun to deal with, especially because the fire department is having trouble managing these fires because of Verizon. It is not surprising that fire departments are using advanced technology with phones and computers to communicate between not only individual firefighters, but actual fire trucks and other departments. And while they're fighting the fires in California, it is 100% crucial that they have proper communication between all the departments, all the members involved, so they can effectively fight the fires. And primarily, they've been using Verizon for their data usage. But in California, a fire department reached their 25 gigabyte cap, and upon doing so, they were throttled down tremendously, which caused a plethora of communication delays, which just caused a lot of problems overall. And when they contacted Verizon about that, the sales associate said, "We can fix this, but you have to upgrade to a higher plan, pay more money to get rid of this throttling issue." That is a problem. Listen, I fully understand if you are a business using Verizon and you reach your threshold of data that you're gonna be slowed down. It is simply in the contract that you sign. But in the event of a fire or a fire department that is using a service like Verizon, to have your data throttled when the fire department is trying to help potentially all of Verizon's customers, that just seems a little bit ridiculous. And Verizon should have been completely fine with getting rid of the data cap and just allowing them to have full service, no throttling, because they're trying to actually help out. This is a government department, not just your standard business or residential phone plan. This is a government phone plan. Verizon, what are you doing? In Verizon's defense, they did come out with a notice saying essentially that they apologize, that they do have a practice that during a life-threatening situation such as fighting fires, that they would have automatically lifted the data cap, lifted the throttling, but it just didn't happen. They were blaming it on their customer service rep, and whether they will actually fix that or not is to be determined. But the reality is Verizon should have had better internal communications so this problem never surfaced to begin with. Anyway guys, that's gonna wrap up the news for today. I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, give us a like. If you disliked it, still give us a like. Subscribe down below, and we'll catch you in Thursday's video. Wait 1 minute, Trevor. Just gotta check the phone, make sure I'm saying this right.